Being able to change direction fast is a key aspect for most athletes. Even if you don't play a field sport, being able to quickly change direction and all the components connected to changing direction faster can really separate you from other athletes. In the last video, we went over how the most important thing in order to change direction fast is your ability to slow down and your ability to balance. Go check that out if you've not. In this video, we're going to go over some key movements or positions to work on or understand when it comes to change of direction training or change of direction in general. But before we jump into that, the first thing I always like to tell my athletes is this concept as well. And that is, you can only really run as fast as the speed at which you can slow down. You can only really jump as high at which the force you can absorb or load, and your overall speed or explosiveness is really determined by your deceleration or force absorption ability. Just think about it. If all of a sudden you could run as fast as Usain Bolt or jump as high as Jordan, there would be a lot of issues from an injury standpoint and a control standpoint because you'd lack the ability to control that speed and slow down. Your body almost has a defense mechanism or block installed that you can only run as fast or cut as fast and as which the speed you can slow down. The reason I say this is because deceleration training can be tedious and boring. Not all athletes jump in their sport, but a lot of times deceleration training or your ability to slow down training and working on that is done through plyometrics or jump training. But hopefully this helps in the buy-in process or intentions of certain training components that relate to overall performance. Also, if you can jump higher, you can most likely run faster and vice versa. All athletes should jump because it helps with a multitude of performance modalities for any sport. Jump higher, run faster, jump higher. Okay, so we went over balance in the last video about talking about center of gravity over base of support. So I'm not going to get too in-depth on this video. But just remember what we talked about because you'll see that concept resonate throughout the rest of the movements you'll see in this video. A sway lean. The sway lean is a foundational position or movement that is part of the base of change of direction training. You'll see me here doing a sway lean over the plate on the ground. Notice most of my body weight is over the inside foot with the knee over the ankle, posture leaning in the direction I'm about to go, and outside legs stiff to push off. When change direction or really cutting, there are two major ways this is done. The first one is seen here with the sway lean, where the feet are shifting underneath the hips, and most of the force absorbs on the inside leg. The second is very similar position with the sway lean, but instead of the force being absorbed on the inside leg, it's absorbed on the outside leg with the inside foot off the ground as you see here. The things to really pay attention to or to recognize is to see the positions I'm in. Notice the difference of which foot is absorbing most of the weight as far as the cut goes and my posture. A sway lean, again, is the base or foundation of being able to hit these positions, change direction faster, and cut harder. We also have to talk about breakdown steps. When you see me here slowing down each step that I'm taking, I'm trying to slow down more and more with each step. Essentially just breaking down like a car, each step at each time. This can be seen in most sports when going from forward to backwards, just in general when it comes to slowing down in a sprint. The better an athlete can break down and slow down, the faster they'll be able to cut and change direction. Training change of direction is really important outside of just practice and games. When it comes to speed or agility, you might be able to get away with not really training them specifically if you're naturally gifted or you give a lot of effort. But when it comes to change of direction, there are so many factors and nuances that it really helps to be part of a sports performance program. Inside of that program, like Edge, to work on force absorption, strength training, proper lines of force, posture, and everything in between. This means incorporating certain drills that might require equipment or a keen eye to coach up any issues or necessary correctives. The better you can change direction, not only will it improve your overall performance, but the capacity to reduce the risk of any injuries. If you're watching these videos because you're a current athlete or a future athlete about to start Edge, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video talking about jumping. Also, if you've gotten this far, please go check out our other social media, the podcast, our TikTok page, all links in the description below, and subscribe. It really helps us out and costs you nothing. Thank you.